Have you ever wondered why the ancient Egyptians are still remembered thousands of years later? How did their pharaohs manage to leave a legacy so strong that even today we stand in awe of their names and monuments? Most people think legacy comes from building something huge, like a pyramid or a temple. But the Egyptians knew a secret that most of us have forgotten. A true legacy is not carved only in stone. It is written in the way we live and in the stories that survive us. In this video, you will discover 3 timeless lessons from ancient Egyptian wisdom. These lessons are more than history. They are keys that can unlock the secret of creating a legacy that lasts far beyond a single lifetime. Stay with me until the end, because the final lesson is the very principle pharaohs used to secure their place in history. It is a principle that you can use to build your own legacy today. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. When your time on earth is over, how do you want to be remembered? The first lesson, Ma'at, and the balance of life. The ancient Egyptians built their entire civilization around one powerful idea. They called it Ma'at. Ma'at was more than just a word. It was the principle of truth, justice, harmony, and balance. For them, Ma'at was the order of the universe itself. It was what kept the stars in place, the Nile flowing, and society working together. A pharaoh's greatest duty was not to build monuments or to conquer new lands. It was to live and rule in harmony with Ma'at. When a pharaoh honored Ma'at, Egypt prospered. The land was fertile, the people thrived. But when rulers ignored Ma'at, chaos followed. Famine, corruption, even the collapse of entire dynasties. The lesson is simple, yet powerful. A legacy cannot survive without balance. If your life is built on lies, injustice, or selfishness, time will eventually erase it. But if your actions are rooted in truth, fairness, and harmony, your impact can echo through generations. Think about it this way. Every choice you make either strengthens or weakens the order of your life. Do you act in ways that bring balance, or in ways that create disorder? Because just like in Egypt, the foundation of your legacy will depend on the balance you choose today. The second lesson, Scribes and the power of stories. The pyramids of Egypt are breathtaking, but they are not the only reason we still know the names of pharaohs today. Their greatest weapon against time was something much smaller, a simple reed pen and a sheet of papyrus. The scribes of ancient Egypt held one of the most important roles in society. They were the record keepers, the storytellers, and the guardians of memory. They wrote down prayers, laws, victories, and wisdom. And because of them, voices from thousands of years ago can still speak to us today. The Egyptians believed that words carried a power greater than stone. A pyramid could crumble, a statue could erode, but a story written down could make a person immortal. That is why we still know the names of rulers like Ramses, Tutankhamun, and Cleopatra. Their stories survived because they were written. Here is the lesson for us. You do not need to build monuments to be remembered. You need to tell your story. It could be through writing, through teaching, through sharing your experiences with others. What matters is that you leave behind a record of who you are and what you stood for. Think of it this way. Memories fade, but stories endure. And the story you choose to tell may become the bridge that carries your legacy into the future. The third lesson, the pyramid principle of building legacy, step by step. The pyramids did not appear overnight. They began as plans, then as many small stones laid one by one. This is the pyramid principle. Legacy grows the same way. It is the result of steady, simple actions repeated over time. The Egyptians quarried stone. They moved it. They placed it carefully. Each block mattered. Each block fit the work that came before. Think of your life as a pyramid under construction. Your daily choices are the stones. Your habits place those stones. Your values guide the shape of the structure. Start with a strong base. Ask what matters most to you. Choose 3 values that will hold everything else up. Make those values visible. Write them down. Say them out loud. Let them guide small decisions every day. Next, lay steady stones. Do one small thing every day that supports your values. Teach one idea. Help one person. Record one lesson. Repeat it. Over months and years, these small acts become a wall. Build systems, not just goals. A goal is a single summit. A system is the process that gets you there and keeps you there. Set simple routines that support your legacy. Schedule time to write. Schedule time to mentor. Schedule time to reflect. Invite others into the project. The Egyptians had thousands working together. A lasting legacy grows when many people share the work. Teach what you know. Train successors. Create structures that survive beyond you. Measure progress in slow ways. Pyramids take decades. Look for steady signs of growth, not sudden proof. Is your circle stronger? Do people repeat your lessons? Are your values visible in how people act? Protect the base. Avoid shortcuts that weaken your structure. Quick fame can crack a pyramid. Integrity and patience strengthen it. Refuse actions that conflict with your chosen values. Finally, place the capstone with intention. This is the moment you decide what your life will be said to mean. It could be a final project, a foundation, a book, or a tradition you start. Make that capstone reflect the base you built and the stones you placed every day. The pyramid principle shows us one simple truth. Big legacies are built from small, steady work. Start small, be patient, build consistently. We began this journey with a question. How did the Egyptians create a legacy that still inspires us thousands of years later? Now, we know their secret. It was not only about pyramids or wealth. It was about living with balance, recording their stories, and building patiently, step by step. The first lesson was Ma'at, truth, harmony, and justice. A reminder that legacy cannot stand without balance. The second lesson was the power of the scribes. Stories outlive stone, and words can carry your life across centuries. And the third lesson was the pyramid principle, that even the greatest achievements are built from small, steady actions. Together, these 3 lessons reveal a truth for us today. Legacy is not something you leave behind when you die. Legacy is something you create every day while you live. So ask yourself, what story are you writing right now? What values are you building into the base of your life? What stones are you laying today that will one day form your pyramid? Because your legacy will not be decided by chance. It will be decided by the choices you make right now. If this journey through ancient Egyptian wisdom has inspired you, then let it also challenge you. Take one of these lessons and begin practicing it today. Live with balance. Share your story. Build your pyramid. And if you want to continue discovering wisdom that can transform your life, join me in the next video. There, we will step into the world of the ancient Greeks and uncover their timeless secret for living a life of true happiness. Your story is still being written. Make it one worth remembering.